What you're about to see is an excerpt from a series of phone interviews that took place a few weeks ago between James Boobie Miles and myself. Boobie was the star running back at Odessa Permian High School back in the late 1980s before a knee injury derailed his football career. He's the subject of the book and movie Friday Night Lights, which gave him worldwide fame as an American sports icon. Unfortunately, Boobie experienced many hardships in his life, both before, during, but most importantly, after his football career. In a variety of clips, we will go through the life of Boobie Miles, including his upbringing, his time at Odessa Permian, his life after football, and eventually the story of his imprisonment. I believe that once his full story is heard, most people will think very differently of Boobie Miles than the current narrative that's been driven to the public. Please enjoy this clip with many more to come.
Okay, Coach Snyder, man. God, man, I did not like this dude. Coach Snyder would crack a black joke every fucking day, bro.
Like a racist joke?
Yes, every day, bro.
Wow.
Every day.
Like to the kids? Like in front of the kids?
Yeah, he would say it in front. He would have another coach, another white coach there, but we would be around. You know, we in the locker room, and he would crack this joke, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, he would crack that joke.
Wow.
And, we told Coach Hearn, man, Tyler, man, every day he crack a black joke. Say, look here, man. We was in the locker room. We see Coach Hearn walk in there and close the door. Coach Hearn walked back out. He said, all right, y'all have a good day. He walked on. He never cracked another black joke.
I can't imagine kids dealing with that on a daily fucking basis. It's disgusting.
On a daily basis, bro. Like every day, he got some black joke he's finna crack.
Yeah, that's just
he
ridiculous.
Did it every day. Every day.
And this is a coach. This is supposed to be somebody as a model.
Right. He was a coach.
Right.
And see that, I mean, we knew he was racist, but man, it gets deeper, boy. It got deep. Our senior year, but our junior year, man, I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm gonna tell you how Coach Gaines, how I found out he was racist. So our junior year, and we doing good, bro. We had lost one game. We lost the Midland League. Our
right.
Junior and senior year, but we lost the league. That was the only game we had lost in the district. So this game, one of the games before that, we played against Abilene High. That's when I had 8 carries for 232 yards, and Coach Gaines pulled me out the game. He pulled me out the game right before halftime, but he kept Sean Crow in the game. You know me, I'm like, man, okay, you know, he rested me. Second half, we come back, put me back in the game. Second half come, you know, put me in the game. He had Don get in the game, put Don Billingsley in the game. Put Don in the game. Don played the rest of the game.
Wow.
And my offensive lineman, man, that's forever gonna be my boy, man. Jerry McDougal. His father also is from Crane. His dad knew my uncle and dad. Jerry McDougal came. Jerry was like a wildfire. Jerry was the only white kid that would come across the tracks.
Yeah.
Because he would take me home and he would want to come kick it with me. You know what I'm saying? He was the only
That's cool.
Bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all my friends was cool with him, but half of them went to school with him, so they knew him. Jerry, I was on the sidelines, you know, sitting there, you know, just waiting. They came out the field, and Jared came over there. He said, that sorry son of a bitch. He was cussing. Jared, every other word, Jared is cussing. He's cussing. I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? He turned around with me, man. He was so mad, he was spitting in my face, you know. You know what, you want that son of a bitch? I'm going to put you back in. I said, why? I said, he ain't going to put me back in. He said, no. He said, you know why? I said, why? He said, he don't want you to break Sean's record. What? I'm like, record? What record? I didn't even know nothing about the record. I'm like,
right.
what record? He's so mad, man. He was just foaming at the mouth. So then, when I get home, my uncle tell me, "Hey, you know why you can get back in the game, huh?" I said, "Yeah, I talked to Jerry. Jerry said something about breaking. He wouldn't let me break Sean Curl's record." He said, "That's it."
Wow.
He wouldn't let me break Sean Curl's record, and he wouldn't he didn't put me back in the game that day.
Unbelievable.
That night. And I was like, brother, see, that's when I found out that, yeah, this dude, he president. See, Sean, and I don't get me wrong, Sean was a hell of a running back. I've never seen a white kid run the football like Sean. He was good. He was good, bro. He ran hard. He had heart. And we in the backfield, we as a tandem, we had over 3,000 yards. And the thing though is that Sean couldn't fade me, man. They made him to be like he was the bomb. If Sean got the ball 20 times, I got the ball 6. You feel what I'm saying? And I used to, and at first, man, I used to complain. I'd go home and my uncle knew it. And he told me, he said, "This is what he said. Look, Boobie, he said, you got to be a complete back. This is what, I've been through this, Marco. I used to go to practice and come home and we go to the, up to OC on the football field, the track field, and I'd be out there practicing some more. He always told me, you got to be a complete back. You just don't run the ball. You got to catch the ball and block." So I understood that. I said, okay, you're right. So they made me pretty much a blocking back for sure. That's what they did. But Uncle told me, every time you touch that ball, you go for broke. Every time I touch that ball, bro, I'm trying to get to that goal line because I know I'm not gonna get it as many times as he is.
It's like a hunger.
Yeah, I had to do it. Come on, man. And then at the same time, I'm smashing linebackers, knocking them out the game, defensive end, putting them out the game, blocking for him. I've done that, bro. I've done that, and it's just that it was frustrating, bro, to be able to go through that with them. But as far as everybody else, like the fans and stuff, they knew it.
Right.
Everybody else knew it, and it was crazy. It was crazy. Living the life and playing for Permian High.